Hi, I'm Jeff. The universe gave me 40 different addresses while I was chasing a career in the tech world. Now, I'm chasing honest light. I don't have it all figured out yet, and I'm not sure how this all comes together, but come along as I build this channel and adventure around the U.S. Yellow Springs, Ohio is a small village with an outsized history shaped by ideas, art, and a long tradition of independence. The town takes its name from a natural spring rich in iron, once believed to have healing properties. In the early 1800s, that spring drew settlers, travelers, and health seekers, planting the seeds for a community that would always lean a little differently than its neighbors. The village grew alongside reform movements of the 19th century, including abolitionism and progressive education. That spirit found a lasting home with the founding of Antioch College in 1852. From the beginning, Antioch stood for radical ideas, coeducation, racial inclusion, and the belief that learning should be tied directly to real-world experience. Its cooperative education model, pairing classroom study with professional work, helped redefine what higher education could look like in America. Over time, artists, activists, educators, and free thinkers were drawn to Yellow Springs, reinforcing its reputation as a place where creativity and conscience matter. Today, the village remains deeply connected to nature, with nearby trails, gorges, and preserved land, while still carrying forward the independent, questioning spirit that has defined it for nearly 2 centuries. Hey, this is Jeff, and this is where it's all going to start from. So this is my Mazda CX-50 of 2023. Has sat mostly, but because of COVID, and doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. I have found out some really cool stuff about it recently, that there are some mods I can do to this to make it a little more off-road. I know right off the bat that I could buy some new tires, like some Falcon tires, for it to make it a little bit more off-road. Apparently, I can also lift it. And I don't know a whole lot about that kind of stuff, but it's something I think I'm going to check out at some point in time. So what I've been studying and what I've been researching is actually sleeping in the car. And apparently the way that's done is, this doesn't have flat seats. They don't lay down flat. So some people are doing some things with blankets down here at the back to actually level it out just a tiny little bit. What I read and what I looked at said push the passenger seat all the way forward and stay on that side, and then put everything else over here. Now there's still some stuff I'm researching, stuff I'm trying to figure out, but it looks like I'll have plenty of room in here to test that out. You know what? Let's just actually try. So I'm going to crawl in here and see if I can lay down fully. There's something about putting a Yeti up here at the top of my head in this little space, and then put some pillows on it so I can go all the way up. So you can see at 6'2", I can kind of just fit. My head is hanging over, so I would definitely have to do something there. The challenge to see if I can figure out is that because I'm of one of those older generations, you know, those ones that have the gray beards. Let me tell you something, this gray beard has been earned, all right? Thousands and thousands of miles on planes, traveling around the United States and overseas to many different countries working. I've definitely earned this gray. But taking a pee at night, that's going to be the thing. I just don't know. I'm going to have to try it. I mean, I'm going to start sometime pretty soon. We're in John Bryan State Park, as you saw from us coming in, and the campgrounds were all up over on the other side. But I thought I would just pull up here and kind of show you what's up. There are some tricks, apparently, that I can do with the tailgate, because this is the automatic tailgate. I've read that there's a way to put a carabiner in here and have the carabiner. You have to let it click twice, and then you can actually lower this down and you can fasten it somehow. I don't know how to do that just yet. I'm going to see if somebody can help me with that, because I'm not sure I want to try that and get a carabiner stuck in there and never be able to close my door again. So at any rate, there's what I'm planning on sleeping in to start off with. Just to show you the rest of the car, just for the heck of it. I love the car. I found this on the lot, and it was one of the very first ones in Ohio. I actually found it down in Kentucky and just fell in love with it. Drove it home that day. I just looked at the guy and said, okay, this is definitely going home with me. It's a 4-cylinder turbo, right around 260 horsepower. I saw a video last night, and I will find out who she was and post that to give her some props. Talking a lot about the technical specs of this car, which I didn't understand, so it's made me even more happy that I bought this and starting to do what I want to do. She took this thing for a test ride out in a bunch of sites. She was probably out in California. It looked like desert kind of space. And she put a test on it. She really did it and gave it a very high rating. One very steep hill. It wouldn't make it up, but she said it's tires. It was only the tires. With better tires, it definitely would have made it up. So it's an all-wheel drive, which you four-wheel drive aficionados know. You can't do the low, you can't do the lock. But I'm not going to be doing that kind of stuff just yet. When I do get to doing that, I'll get myself a different rig, and I don't know what yet. Toyota, Jeep, Bronco, who knows? So at any rate, this is what it's going to start off on. Kind of, sort of thinking about a roof tent thing too, but I don't know if I want to do a roof tent. I might do the SUV tent, the kind that kind of wraps around the back of the car, and then I've got a tent out here on this side. So at any rate, there's the rig. That's me and what we're getting started with. We'll drive just a little bit more. I'm going to drive down to the end of this lot here, and then I'm going to get on the trail for just a little bit. So I'll see you on the trail. Hey, just to break in here for a second, this is just a short little walk. One, to kind of show you a little bit of the park, but two, me testing out my gear. I've got the camera on a gimbal now, and I know that you can see my, the bob up and down as I'm walking. But still practicing, and I'll get better, I promise.